Hello, everyone. We're back today. Today I'm reading A Ghost Named Fred, test number 7314. Boo! There's my little ghost I drew. He said, boo! Yeah, that's today. I'm kind of feeling kind of silly. Haven't left the house or anything. So, yeah, that's kind of what it is. Practicing that good social distancing. And today is Stella's birthday. And as a present, I think I may have actually locked the door on the old YouTube studios. So she's probably out there. So she probably won't be joining us, but she's had a wonderful birthday today. I feel like things are moving a little slow in here. So hopefully the video and the quality here is good. I won't move around too much. Just looks like everything's kind of moving slow on my computer. I don't know if it's processing slow or what the deal is, but you never know. Anywho, I see you got a thumbs up. Thank you, whoever gave me the thumbs up. Pardon me. See? Cough into the old elbow. Doing what you're supposed to do. Well, today, I've got an old book. Found it on my bookshelf. I actually made it into my classroom yesterday. Found it on my bookshelf. It was sitting there. I was like, I didn't even know I had this book. Somebody donated it to me. I found the teacher that gave it to me. I'm like, wow. I even put it in the book description at the bottom. The copyright on this book is 1968, even older than Mr. Wesner. So, as book, it's I don't know if the book's 1968, but it feels it. I have to be really careful with the pages. It's one thing about these older books, you have to be very careful with the pages and turn them really gingerly because a lot of them are they have little tears in them. But this is a fun story. This is a story about this little boy named George. Love it. It's got George and Fred in here, which if you like Harry Potter, you know those two names mean something. But we got George is this adventurous little boy. You see he's got a very good imagination. And you'll see what all he likes to get into. And then he ends up meeting a ghost named Fred. So, without any further ado, let's get into the story. A Ghost Named Fred by Nathaniel Benchley. Pictures by Ben Shecter. George had an idea, George had nobody to play with. The boys who lived near him were either too old or too young. And there's some of the boys. So he had to make up his own games. One day he would be a pirate, another day a pilot. Like the pirate. In the tub, he would be a submarine. And in bed, he was a bear in a cave. See, he's got a great imagination. One day, George played. He was an astronaut in orbit, and he got a long way away from home. What was the little astronaut hat? It began to get dark, and he didn't know how to get back. And there he is. Kind of started playing really far away. Then it started to rain. George saw an old house in the darkness. I guess I better go there, he said. If I don't, I'll get my feet wet and I'll probably catch a cold. If I'd go into this little house right here. So he went to the house and knocked. But there was no answer, just the sound of rain and thunder. Yeah, never the beginning to a happy story, I guess. The door was unlocked. George pushed it and looked inside. It was dark, but it was also dry. I will just go in for a minute, George said, until the rain stops. Quite innocent. The house was cold and smelled of dust and damp. George felt that something was coming near him, but he couldn't see it. Whatever it was, he didn't like it. Yet he's staying in the building. That's interesting. He went into another room, but still he felt the thing coming closer. It made his skin feel cold, and his hair began to prickle. I think I'll go upstairs, he said. Is something wrong down here. Yeah, go to the area where there's no real way out. No exit. That seems like a good idea there, George. He went upstairs, and just as he reached the top of the stairs, he heard a voice behind him. Uh-oh. It said, "Do you mind telling me what that is on your head?" "Who is that?" said George. "Where are you?" "Right behind you," said the voice. "Look here." George looked and saw two eyes. "Who are you?" he asked. "Are you a ghost?" Oh, he's sitting there like a soldier. "Yes," the eyes replied, "but I'd rather have you call me Fred, and I still want to know what is on your head." "Oh, that," said George. I had forgotten about that." So our eyes now have a face. "It's my hat I used when I was playing astronaut." "Please take it off," said Fred. "It makes your voice sound odd." So George took off the hat. "Is that better?" he asked. "This ghost looks like he might be kind of friendly." "Much," Fred replied. "You have a nice voice, if you give it a chance." "Thank you," said George. "Nobody ever told me that before." "What brings you here?" asked Fred. "This is no place for a boy alone." "I got lost," said George. "What about you? Why are you here?" "Oh, it's a long story," Fred replied. But to be brief about it, I am here to guard some treasure." "Treasure?" George cried. "Where is it?" "I wouldn't be much of a guard if I told you," said Fred. "I'm going to let you guess." "Is it in the attic?" George asked. "No." "The cellar?" "No." "The kitchen?" "No." "The bedroom?" "No." "Did I give up? Where is it?" Fred made a little coughing sound. "To tell you the truth, I've forgotten," he said. "I was hoping you would remind me." Uh, Silly ghost. He's hanging upside down. Kind of reminded me a little bit of Nearly Headless Nick from Harry Potter. "Then let's look," said George. "You're sure it's in the house?" "Just about," said Fred. I saw it once, but that was a long ago. Let's try downstairs." They went downstairs, and in the pantry they found three mice. "Have you seen the treasure?" George asked. "We're not interested in treasure," the mice replied. "We're looking for cheese." We're looking for cheese. "Oh, you came to the wrong house," said Fred. "There hasn't been cheese here since the party my mother gave for her aunt." "Just our luck," said the mice, and then they left. Aren't even going to help find the treasure. In the library, they found an old bat hanging upside down. "Charlie," Fred said to the bat, "you've been here a long time. Do you remember where the treasure is?" "My father knew," said Charlie, "but he hasn't been seen since last Halloween. If he ever comes back, I'll ask him." "That's no help," said Fred. "We want to find it now. Come help us look." "All right," said Charlie. Uh, "it's time I flew anyway. If I hung around here much longer, I would have gotten a nosebleed. So the three of them went all through the house, but saw no sign of the treasure. In the front hall was a clock, and George said, "Oh, I'm late. I must be getting home." "Well, you had better take an umbrella," said Fred. "There is one in that closet there." So George took the umbrella and opened it. Well, that was nice of him. Got him an umbrella because of the rain. But and out poured the treasure. "That's it!" cried Fred. "You found it!" The treasure? Who keeps their treasure in an umbrella? These crazy people. George counted out the treasure, and Fred let him take one coin home as a souvenir. But on thinking it over, George decided he wouldn't show it to anyone. See? He just kept it in his pocket as his secret. The end. So why do you think he kept it in his pocket as a secret? If you come up with an answer, leave it in the comments down below. Leave it in there. Say why, why wouldn't he share that with other people? Well, I hope you enjoyed this story. Now it's time for me to go get in there and have some dinner. We're having some tacos and some birthday cake in honor of Stella's 6th birthday. So, if you would like, leave her a message to say happy birthday to Stella in the comments. I promise you, I read every comment and I usually reply right back to you. So, on that note, you all have a wonderful night and we will talk to you later. Bye bye.